Howdy everyone, it is Catherine Langman here, tuning in from Productpreneur Success HQ. It's been a couple of weeks since I jumped on here and shot a little video. I've been traveling over to Texas for the last week, attending a really cool training session with my own mentor, so that's been really fantastic. But I thought that I would jump on here. It's been today I just want to talk about something a little bit different to normal. You know, normally I jump on here and talk about all kinds of sales and marketing strategies for productpreneur businesses, whether you're e-commerce or a brand owner or distributor. But today I just want to talk about something a little bit different, and it's kind of prompted by a little bit of a pattern that I'm seeing around the traps. So not just within my client base, but certainly just out there in the business realm, mainly online, I guess. Say g'day if you're jumping on live to watch me, and definitely pop a comment below if what I'm talking about today resonates with you. So today I want to talk about like I said, something that I've been noticing a little bit, but let me just back up a little bit and kind of preempt my discussion today, because I want to tune into those of you who are experiencing cash flow issues or periods of low sales in your business. I know cash flow is probably one of the hardest things to master for a product-based business. You know, buying stock, whether you're manufacturing or you're retailing, you know, buying stock is such an enormous investment, and it puts a lot of pressure on the cash flow. I know, and it you know, can also make things a little bit difficult for many of you to be really nailing your profit margins and you know, getting to the point where you are actually running a profitable business. So this is for those of you who have been experiencing those sorts of cash flow issues and periods of low sales in your business, and who perhaps finding that a little bit difficult or tricky to deal with. Because here's the pattern that I have been noticing. The first thing is, you know, the cash flow issue crops up, or the sales, the drop in sales happens, and that situation causes panic. You know, so definitely, you know, it is a panic-inducing kind of situation if you have other bills to pay, whether it's staff wages, rent, you know, all the rest of it. Less so, I guess, if you're a solo business owner, but still, you know, it's never fun when the cash flow dips and the sales drop. So that situation is causing the panic, okay? And then the knee-jerk reaction that seems to happen is, you know, a frantic effort to kind of drum up some orders. I get it, you know, of course we want to do that. Often it's through running some kind of a deep discount sale or promotion to try and rectify that situation. And, you know, for some people, the results then are awesome, but a lot of the time what I'm seeing here is the results are not awesome. You know, it's the opposite. You know, there's like lackluster response to the sale. People aren't taking you up on the offer for whatever reason. People aren't seeing the promotion. People aren't, you know, responding to the ads, whatever the case may be. But, you know, the results just aren't there. So why can it be that the results suck when running a promotion in this situation, when, you know, when the promotion is caused by that panicked situation from, you know, the drop in sales or low promotion? So whereas, you know, other times, you know, when you're running promotions that you've planned in advance, the results can be really brilliant. So it seems to, like, there's that kind of disjointed situation where sometimes your results are fantastic from your promotions, and other times they just really suck. And I think that what I've been noticing lately anyway is that when you are running these sales, you know, discount sales promotions as a kind of like a knee-jerk reaction, a panicked response or a feared response from that situation of low cash flow or low sales, that seems to be the problem. So it comes, and I think it comes down to you get what you focus on. So what are you focusing most on in your life or in your business? So what you focus on the most actually increases, and in other words, you get more of whatever you're focusing on. So before you go giving your attention to something, you need to ask yourself, do I want more of that? And you might think, well, yeah, of course I want more sales. So I'm putting my focus on a sale promotion here. But when the focus is actually on the fear and the panic of what you don't have, because you're paying attention to this lack of sales or this poor cash flow, it's that fear mentality or the panic mentality. That's where the focus is on there. And so, you're kind of removing yourself away from the end result that you really are looking for, which is, sure, I mean, we all want to have the money, but there's always something more than that in our business that we should be focusing on. And so this idea of what we focus on the most is what we get in life and in business, I've been doing a little bit of research into it, and actually has been backed up by some serious scientific research, and it's called experience-dependent neuroplasticity. So that was a new term for me, but basically what it means is that our experiences, our thoughts, feelings and actions actually shape our brain and therefore our reality. So we need to make sure we are not focusing on what we lack, because if we're focusing on what we lack, then we get more of what we lack, i.e. less sales, less cash flow. And like I said earlier, I'm seeing this play out again and again all over the place, and not just in business, in other areas of people's lives as well. So, but in the business situation, the business owner who's focusing on what they don't have, sales or cash flow, is operating from that position of fear, and they're really, that fear mentality kind of drives what they're doing. And so what their focus is on what they lack, and all their focus and energy goes on what they're missing, and they end up with the same lousy result. Does that kind of make sense? Whereas on the flip side, if we can try and turn our focus around a little bit, and remember why is it that we are in business? What is the reason that we're in business? I mean, I know on a purely commercial front we're in business to make money, but in addition to that, we're always in business for something bigger than that. What is our why? What was our business vision that we started with in the first place? Do we have a vision? Have we lost that vision along the way? Can we kind of tune back into that vision? Who are our awesome customers that we're trying to serve, and what is it that we're trying to give to them? There's this fantastic saying by legendary sales trainer Zig Ziglar, he's not alive anymore, but he said, you can have anything you want in life if only you help enough people get what they want. And I think that's just so key here. It's like, if we are focusing so hard on what we don't have, then the expectation is that our customers should give that to us. But it's the other way around. Our focus needs to be on what can we do to serve our customers, and that's what our customers are buying into. So if we can focus on what we can give, only then do we get what we want to have. So that means, we always need to be returning back to our why. Why are we in business? What is our business's mission? What is it that we're trying to focus on providing for our customers? Lenny, are you in that play out all the time? It's so tough, isn't it? And, I've been there as well, more than once. And not just in business, but time and time again, when I take my focus away from what I don't have and I turn it back onto my clients or my customers in my business, and I just go out there with confidence that yes, I can provide this for my customers, that's when things turn around, because they buy into that confidence and they buy into that basically they're buying their desired end result. So if you can be selling that rather than operating from that point of fear, it really does make an absolute amazing difference. And it kind of reminds me, ages and ages ago, I'm going to pull out an old blog that I wrote a long time ago. It was one of my earliest blogs with this business, about how every productpreneur needs a movement. And I really think that this is true. We need to be remembering that what we're doing is more than just selling a widget and making some money, you know? So if we can think back to that bigger picture, maybe we just need to tune into our own creativity again, and you know, really kind of go back to the basics. Why did we start this business in the first place? But you know, what is it that we are trying to provide for our customers? So in my last business, which was Modern Cloth Nappies, the movement was inspiring parents to give their baby the best start in life possible, you know, to become closer to their baby, to make it easier for parents to care for their baby's health and the environment too. So if all I was doing was operating from a point of fear because I didn't have enough cash flow coming in the door to pay for the manufacturing bill, then none of that would come through. So we need to go back, you know, back to the big picture, or forward to the big picture. I don't know which way it is, but you know, we really need to keep that vision in mind and operate from that point of view. Hey Lou, it's good to see you here this morning. I'm changing things up a little bit today. I'm jumping on a live video on a different day of the week. So it was just a little bit of musing, really, thoughts and musing on this topic. It's just been on my mind for the last few weeks because I have seen various businesses, and you know, you kind of read about it in the media as well, with big businesses going under, and I just really wanted to kind of talk through this topic. Those of you who are watching and know me well, you'll know that this is something quite different for me to talk about compared to the usual. So I hope you've enjoyed that, and it's given you a little bit of food for thought. I'm going to expand this into a bit of a blog post and pop it on my website. So I'll send that out to you guys tomorrow probably. But yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know if that's kind of prompted some thoughts for yourself in your own business or life. And I'd love to know if that, you know, if that idea of not operating from that position of lack or fear and instead focusing on helping other people get what they want, if that makes a difference for you. Hi Emily, I can see you've joined just as I'm finishing up. I'm going to post the video and you can watch it and let me know what you think. All right, guys, have a fantastic day, and I look forward to connecting with you again soon. Bye for now.